Making a Stuart model steam plant, part 83, using an elastic band to line up the position of the dynamo with the Stuart S50 steam engine flywheel, and fitting it in place with Allen cap head bolts, then testing the steam plant using compressed air. I was thinking about making a fancy adjustable mounting for the dynamo, but in the end I thought it was going to be a bit over fussy and silly. That's why I decided to mount the dynamo as I show in this video, and it works. These are commercial elastic bands that you can buy, and they're generally used for holding the wings on vintage model aircraft, or they are in my case anyway, but they are also very good for aligning the position of flywheels and dynamos on model steam plants, as is shown here. By fitting the elastic band between the dynamo and the flywheel and rotating the flywheel, if the band remains in the centre of the flywheel, then all is well. If it flies off, it's in the wrong place. In this installation, I was lucky it worked out that the dynamo lined up with the planking on the baseboard. I held the dynamo in place on the baseboard very tightly, then using my scriber I marked the position on the baseboard where I'm going to drill the holes for the bolts. And in this clip you can clearly see the two marks on the baseboard made by the point of the scriber. Very shortly I'm going to show some transfer punches. Why did I not use transfer punches for the initial position marking? The answer is simple: they don't have handles and they're very difficult to put pressure on. The other reason being my scriber worked perfectly well. In this clip I'm using my Proxon motor tool to drill the holes part of the way through the baseboard, and the drill bit is 1 metric size under the tapping size for 4BA. I'm going to use these Allen cap head bolts to thread the wood. I'm not going to use a tap. But maybe after I've strengthened all the wooden mounting holes in the baseboard using cyanoacrylate adhesive, I may need to use a standard tap. We shall see. Erring on the side of caution, I didn't drill the holes all the way through the baseboard just in case they're in the wrong place, but as it turned out, they weren't in the wrong place. With the dynamo bolted down using just 2 Allen cap head bolts, it's time to test it. And as you can clearly see in this clip, the elastic band stays in the centre of the flywheel and also runs in the centre of the cone pulley on the dynamo. I'm going to mark the position on the baseboard for the other 2 holes in the dynamo using a transfer punch. I don't use these very frequently. I tend to do a lot of the jobs by eye. It's worth remembering though that when using transfer punches you have to hit the thing with a hammer. This is okay in this instance because the dynamo cannot move, because it's held firmly already by 2 Allen cap head bolts. After marking the position on the baseboard where I'm going to drill 2 more holes for 2 more cap head bolts, I removed the 2 that you've just seen me fit. Then once again I drilled the holes 1 metric tapping size less than a tapping size drill for a 4BA bolt. The 1-inch bolts that I bought were a little bit too long, so I shortened them slightly and then I ground the ends of them like this to a point, just to make it easy to locate the holes as I feed them down through the dynamo mounting. This is something that I often do by habit. In this case, the hole alignment was accurate and I didn't need to make a point on the bolts. In this clip at 4 times normal speed, I'm tightening every one of the Allen cap head bolts to hold the dynamo firmly to the baseboard. It really is going nowhere. I've had quite a lot of experts write in to tell me that I should not use this method of threading wood with the bolts. But I've done it for many years, particularly in the model aircraft days, and once the holes are strengthened with cyanoacrylate adhesive, everything works perfectly. It even works in balsa wood, which is very soft. Here is a completed installation, and to avoid any confusion, I have not yet made the leather belt. I'm going to make a leather drive belt for the dynamo. The elastic band is for alignment purposes only. Believe me, if the parts weren't in line, the elastic band would not remain in position once the flywheel was rotating, so it's a good method to use. I've connected an air line to the boiler. The boiler is pumped up to working pressure and the noise you can hear is the safety valve blowing off. As soon as I rotate the S50 flywheel, the elastic band turns the generator, which in turn generates electricity and lights the bulb. That's it for the narration. It's time for me to stop talking and just let you see the thing working. Stay safe, stay healthy, thanks for watching, and I hope you found it useful. please take the time to visit my main Steam Models website and click on the section of the website that says Video Playlists. And by doing that, you can find other videos that you may like to watch. And by using the playlists, you can actually watch the videos back to back.